Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's spirit card reading is the other version of how does he perceive you. This is more about how does she, okay? We're talking about a real woman, okay? Ideally we're going woman, but it can be open for any gender, sexuality, orientation, whichever way it is. But this is overall, if you want to go at this more grounded way and centered way, it's more we're talking about a female. How does this female perceive you to be? Okay, what type of guy or girl you are. It could be friends, but ideally I wish to go more helping people a bit, understand perhaps how this person approaches you, what their body language is, connected to attraction. Okay, if I'm attracted to you, I could be any I could be in a relationship with somebody, or I could be a friend, I could be a family member, cousin, or a distant acquaintance, whichever way it is. But overall it's for guys who want to kind of know how this female or this feminine energy could be, who considers themselves a female. So I could be gay and I'm feminine overall, and I could be lesbian and I could be like feminine like that too. But overall, if we're going more straight heterosexual relationships, it's a female. Okay, like you're a guy here for a female, or you could be a girl for a female, but overall it's a female. And how does she kind of, what characteristics she does give you as a person, as a guy, and what her like love language is. So if I'm attracted to you, what would I do to kind of like attract you? Or what is my language? What are my patterns, my behavioral patterns, or emotional? Or how would I gaze at you? Would I be the type that would talk, or would I be the type that would be sitting down and wait you to come and talk to me? Or I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be outgoing and come towards you, etc. So we're just gonna kind of tap into what I can, get. But for most of you, I'm gonna be using the Amore and Psyche to kind of give you an idea about if ever I was interested in you romantically. Overall it's romantic reading, okay? How would I behave, or what my actions would be, or what my patterns will be, because sometimes things happen in the headspace but nobody knows what happened there, right? So, or I'm expecting something from you, you have no idea this is what I'm expecting from you, kind of thing. Or what I'm kind of waiting you to do, or what I'm doing and I'm kind of expecting you to act a specific way towards my actions, like how you're responding to me, or how you're acting in opposition to what I'm kind of like facing my actions, how you would react, or how I would expect you to react, those kind of stuff. Okay, gentlemen or ladies. Okay, and the soul's journey card will kind of be characteristics that I give to you as a male or female, and I might appreciate those things, or I might kind of see them as your shortcomings, etc. Okay, so you have those two I'm going to be using, and I will shuffle them sooner or later. But options, you have 5 piles. Okay, so you have the Casanova tarot, pile 1. Okay, pile 2 is the Night Sun tarot, pile 3 is the Mary L tarot. Okay, the gorgeous Mary L tarot. You have the Crow tarot for pile 4, and pile 5 is the Tarot de Marseille. Okay, so choose with your intuition, gentlemen or ladies, and you can definitely go to your timestamps and I'll see you there. So if you want to dislike, comment down below. Okay, hit the bell if you want, donate to my channel, whichever way. Private readings, as usual, I create them. You need to be always patient with me. And once the video is created, then I charge. Okay, so I don't have set sessions, I don't do those kind of stuff, I don't meet people in person either. You can ask me as many questions as you want, but look, if it's a 5-minute reading, ideally it's 1 question. If it's 50-minute, you can try to kind of give me certain little questions, and I'll kind of like perhaps answer them with some oracle cards. But usually 50 minutes, 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes, 50 minutes is 50 minutes, 30 minutes is 30 minutes, and so on, okay? And once it's ready, I email you, or I kind of sometimes respond to you saying that, okay, I read this and I will kind of like have until this day, or sooner or later I'll have it latest this time, etc. Okay, guys, I don't confirm. I just want you guys to remember I'm not certified reader. Okay, I have like at least 3 years of practice reading tarot. It's not much compared to other people, but it's a passion of mine, and definitely I don't want to kind of say to you that I'm a best type of reader. Okay, you see worth in me, you come seek me. Okay, if you don't see worth in me, you're definitely not here. Simply, it's a Celtic spread. Okay, it's a Celtic spread I create and I read for you like that. Okay, I don't know what I'm reading, and sometimes if you kind of have certain questions and I'm kind of tapping into certain things that you might you don't see about you don't see, or you're not aware, or it could be like certain elements that I just need to kind of intuitively tell you, I will say it before creating the Celtic spread. And it's not usually connected in that 15-minute reading. Okay, so if you ask me a question and there's a dilemma and you kind of want me to kind of read about it, definitely before I start reading, if I have something to say to you, I will say it in the video. It's not included in that 50-minute. Okay, it's like, it's done by me if ever, let's say I need to say it. Okay, if I have nothing to say, I will definitely not say anything, and that's it. Okay, and remember, I don't know who you are, I don't know who the person is. That's why I say I can never confirm. Whatever I do it in the moment. In that moment, that is inevitable. Okay, I read it that way. Okay, I can't lie to you unless I kind of am doubting certain things, but sometimes I need to doubt so that I can find the flow. So these are things that you could expect. Okay, expectations, there's none with me. Okay, you have to be very patient. You write to me the request. Okay, you tell me what you wish. Okay, you tell me which deck you want, how long you're ready to kind of like purchase. Let's say 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes if you want, and I'll kind of like, you know, like you can calculate it. It's very easy how I calculate it. It's like if you do like 20 minutes, it's 5 times the 4 times the amount of a 5, you know, so 5-minute reading. It's a bit, let's say, expensive, but then again, this is what I'm working. Okay, this is the word I allow myself to have. It's definitely my passion. Okay, I could be considered like an artist. Okay, I'm not perfect, but this is what it is. I believe I'm worthy of that amount. It's not refundable if you don't find the answer in it. That's why I say seek me only if you want. Okay, if you're ready to gamble, definitely seek me. Okay, if you want something more proper, professional, then definitely there's beautiful professional tarot readers out there. I'm just, you know, like an amateur connected to those people. But then again, who said I'm an amateur? Okay, I just do this for my passion, and it's a calling, and I believe I need to continue on sometimes, okay, until I believe that perhaps I should stop. Okay, so remember those things, and if you really want more information, you can definitely read in the terms of services down below. That's all that I wanted to say, as usual. And I'm doing well. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. I know sometimes I don't kind of upload all the time, and many people, you know, like do those things and it's good for your channel, etc. But then again, YouTube is not really kind of like satisfying me somehow. But then again, I'm not using all the, you know, the tools he's allowing me to have, so it's still okay. But there were many things that were happening in my life. Okay, like I needed to kind of like do some of my dreams. Okay, it's been a long time. I wanted to go on a cruise. I went on a cruise. Okay, I traveled with my family. Now we're taking off the mask. It's amazing. Okay, things are going back to the way it was. Okay, I don't feel abnormal anymore. I'm happy. Okay, So, and I did some like meditation, and I followed the program I always wanted to, but I always procrastinated. So, these are the things that happened, okay, in this moment. So, what characteristics this woman or this man perceive you having? Okay, like you to have. What characteristics I give to you. And this is for the whole video, okay? So I shuffle it, and I'm sure 100% whenever I arrive to the piles, I will have the right. What do you call it? Cards. So your overall girls here, okay? Females. Thinking about you guys, okay? So what type of guy I think you to be? You know, like, are you hot, sexy, confident looking? Could you be like my lover? Or could you be my friend? Or I kind of see you as a friend guy only, a guy I would be friends with, not date or something of the sort. So if you want to kind of like know these things, or if I kind of think you're a player or like a F-boy, you know, like Casanova. No insult anyone, okay guys? It's like you are you, and you are you because of XYZ reasons, and whichever way I go at this, please don't get hurt, okay? It's not the main purpose. And I will not look, sometimes there's likes and dislikes, okay, but when I go tarot wise, I need to kind of embody that, okay? Sometimes I have boundaries too, okay, and there are things that I like and things I'm getting comfortable with, okay? So please be patient with me overall, okay? So if I might say certain things that I disagree on, but you might kind of like that, you just take it, and it's not an insult to your person, and it's not an insult to you, okay? Sometimes I will be using the word easy girl, easy guy, or easy, like, hard to get. These things could be good things as they could be bad things based on how you're looking at it and what that word triggers inside of it. If it triggers you, then you can definitely kind of understand that perhaps it's like a blockage perhaps, and if it's something you like, then it's definitely not. But let's just go at this with a more witnessing eye, okay? I'm saying this to myself also, because it's my second time I'm attempting this reading. The first one, man, with Casanova Tarot, it was very, like, it was cute, definitely, but I kind of, like, judged the female, okay? I judged the female in pile one. That's why I kind of, like, needed to stop it, because when we're going judgmental, we're just kind of going, like, bias. So I needed to kind of start again. I don't wish to kind of disrespect anyone when I'm kind of reading, okay? So just keep that in mind, that I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I wish to go at this in a more easier way, but if we're talking more about she, and I need to kind of give you the answers, but then again, I don't know why I relate to being a guy, technically, even though I'm a female, okay? I'm a female, but sometimes I embody, like, the masculine and the feminine energy inside of me, technically, okay, with my experience. Although I know I'm not a guy, I don't know everything about men. You yourself are man or woman, you know about yourself, definitely. I don't have a lot of experience, technically, so I'm just gonna kind of follow my intuition and try to give you a proper reading, okay, about how does she perceive you. I myself am a female, definitely could help me out, but then again, there's a way I kind of approach males in general. So if I'm talking to males, then there's a specific way I will approach you, and including the female, here, okay? So it's overall how she perceives you, okay? But Diva is gonna kind of perceive it too, okay? How does this female perceive you, okay? Remember those things. So that whatever I say could be could be accurate, as they could definitely not, okay? So if you like a girl, or if you're interested in a female, I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm the type of female in general, I seek for men that are confident and that kind of put the action connected to getting to know me, okay? Instead of kind of like staying away and just observing, and it's like what, but perhaps like the males were never attracted, or the males thought I was never interested to kind of approach me. But I'm the type of female that I gaze at you once, twice, but then again, I'm not going to show you that I'm attracted to you until you kind of show me that you like me a bit, okay? So I'm sure many females do have that similar expectation, perhaps. It could be in the form of an expectation. I do understand that sometimes you want the female to kind of give you that signal that, hey guy, like I'm kind of like appreciating what you look like. But then again, I'm the type of female that, like, it's not that I'm hard to get, but I'm pretty private, okay? So if you want like my attention, you have to come and try to like comfortably from a distance close the gap and bridge it a bit, okay? So if I have my own bubble, let's say, it will not hurt you and will not hurt me, okay? If you were to kind of approach me and kind of like just have a conversation, or there's something, you kind of use that as an excuse to kind of not bond, but interact with me. I seek for interaction, but I wish for the men to kind of like do the interaction with me. If I will like you, I will continue on the interaction. But overall, I'm the type that I like to be wooed a bit, okay? Like I like to be seduced. I like to be persuaded, you know? I like to hear jokes sometimes, you know? But if it's not funny, then you'll see I'm very honest, okay? Sometimes it could be difficult for men, but I find that females that are honest could be challenging to you guys. But remember that it's not gonna hurt you, okay? You should never allow yourself to get hurt if a girl is kind of like, you know, you're trying to seduce them a bit and she's not really interested. It's okay. You're still sexy. You're still hot, okay? Just that the girl just doesn't want. But sometimes the girl just acts like it's too soon, perhaps. So you should just keep going at it naturally, okay? So there's nothing to be very like stressed about it, unless you just want to fuck the girl. That's a different story, of course. I'm not the type that will fuck, okay? I don't fuck only. Strangers, I don't know. So I'm sure that if you want something more authentic, let's say, more authentic, okay? But it doesn't, I mean, it could be a question of preference also. If you like it fast and hot, or you like it more like genuine. And I'm not saying fast and hot is not genuine, okay? But there's an element of you're just too much in the fire, burning. So it's like too rash, perhaps, or too spontaneous. You don't even know the girl, or you don't know the guy. So varies, okay? So you'll know what you want, but overall, the type of female I am, I'm a bit like, I like to be courted. I like to kind of, even if I might kind of seem a bit intimidating, or seem too serious, or seem too blissed out, you know, I like it when men approach me, okay? Like, I like it when men try to have eye contact with me. Keep it, okay? And read, you know, the body language, okay? I'm the type of female that I assume men to read body language, but unfortunately, I know men don't do that often. You guys have a very simple formula, perhaps, connected to it. You'll see, okay? But overall, this is the type of woman I could be, okay? So if I were to be a woman and you kind of have someone similar to me, You should not shy away from interacting with the woman. If the woman is in your vicinity and you're interested in them, I'm not the type of female that would go after guys that like second guess themselves, as if like, do I want her or not, you know? Do I want her or not? And I kind of like lose the opportunity. So it's more like I like outgoing men in general. So if you're not outgoing in general, force yourself sometimes, because that's the only way you can definitely gain experience of it. Now, I should be doing that myself, perhaps. I should put myself out there. But then again, I'm not the type of female that's going to say, hi guys, I'm single. Okay, whoever wants me, I'm right here. So like line up in front. Like, no. Or I'm like seeking for people and I'm seeing that there's nobody attracted to me. You know, I'm not the type that will, you know, I'm not going to say humiliate myself. It's not humiliation work. It's just that I'm too private for that kind of publicity. Okay, so and I like people that try their luck. Okay, gamblers, but serious type of men overall. Okay, now if it's more for females that are not really interested for serious stuff, we'll see into it. Could be for a serious woman, as it could not be, or a guy out there. Okay, so overall, I'm just kind of like sharing this about myself because I know I don't know everything. I really don't know how this art of seduction goes. Okay, but from what I've read, what I've kind of like studied, or what I've kind of like absorbed perhaps and perceive as myself, okay, because I have many friends that date many people around. So you have those. That being said, let's start the reading. That was just a little like portion of me. And I'm not the type that will give you what you want all the time. Okay, so that's the sad truth, perhaps. Okay, could be that I'm not a good option to go with. But I'm quite self-centered and self-content too. Okay, every woman will be self-centered too. We have a self-importance. Okay, so if you like us, you have to kind of show us that you like us. You know, how would we understand that you like us? By just staring at us 1 2 3 and then me coming to talk with you, or you coming to talk with us, but then again the eye contact, perhaps it's too adulty for me. I'm more like youthful mentality. Perhaps I'm more like a child. Okay, and I will choose if I want you or not. Okay, I'm more spoiled kind of person. Could be that way. Okay, so there's many types of females out there. It could be spoiled, as it doesn't need to be. It could be very simplistic. So if you're just like friendly and I'm simple and it just happens, it's like that. But with me, I have like an extra analytical thinking process in my head. So I kind of witnessed the whole situation. But with my inner engineering process, I kind of like realized that love is all that we are. So I don't need to do anything but be loving. Okay, so in my own way. Okay, like I have shortcomings as a person too. So the girl you're thinking about right now, connected to the readings, is also a person that has shortcomings and good qualities to them. Okay, now all this said, I'm just kind of sharing it because I'm drawn to doing so. The reading is mostly how does she perceive you to be. Okay, so how does this girl think you to be. Okay, like what are your characteristics as a guy or a girl I'm attracted to. Okay, so Casanova Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see pile 1. Like a wink, eh? I feel like I need to give you guys a wink. I don't know why, but big shot people out there, sexy guys or girls, or there's something like a beauty mark on your face. I don't know. There's like a beauty mark around your eyes here, or like on your face, and you have a pretty nice face. Okay, if you don't have a beauty mark, you have a really nice face. Okay, like I channeled David Beckham, Jude Law kind of faces. It's like the jawline and the face structure is very nice. Or you have a more feminine looking face with a beauty mark somewhere, okay, in your face. on your face that's like females just can't, like, you know, it's like there's femme fatale, you're more like homme fatale, okay? Like, I'll give you that title. I don't know what it is. There's a beauty mark on your face, okay? And it's like you have a very nice smile. You've started already with Casanova tarot. Okay, so you guys are hot. You wear glasses, perhaps, because you know many females watch you. Glasses, yeah. Sunglasses. Hilarious. But you have a nice smile. White teeth too, okay? And if you're not you don't smile with your teeth, you have like a smirk, okay? And it's like with that beauty mark on your face, people just kind of like melt on it, okay? I don't know what it is, okay? So so you have Seven of Cups, okay? How does she perceive you to be? I don't want to say you stalk me. I think you stalk me. You're like a bit of a pervert, let's say, but you stalk me, this one. I think you stalk me. I perceive you to be the type of guy that's more discreet when it comes to stalking. As if you're watching me with your glasses on, I know you're watching me. Okay, so it's like that. Now, my challenge connected to how I'm perceiving you to be, it's more you have the Five of Cups. Look, the challenge is it's a missed opportunity, let's say, or not to have a missed opportunity, or for you to not have miss me out, okay? Like miss out on me kind of thing, or me to miss out on you. But then again, there's this concept that I'm more like a nun and you're there to kind of devour me, perhaps. You want to devour me. This one, we're not going like the way I want it, but then again, I chose Casanova for a reason. Men like you, anyways. So if you chose this one, that is, of course. So the reason why is the Seven of Cups. You have the Strength card. The Strength or the Libra. Okay, so it's the Justice card, I'm presuming, in this one. So it's either the Justice card. Overall, it's the Justice card with the Eight of Swords. Holy shit. And the Four of Cups. Okay, there's two ways we can go at this, okay? It's either I'm a big shot, I'm like a sexy female, okay? Like, I know I'm confident, okay? So it could be I'm the confident type of female that showcase what I have, okay? So if I have big boobs or I have a good ass with big thighs or voluptuous body, I make sure that I forecast those. Like, I kind of like show them off. I publicize them. I show them off, okay? I'm not an object technically, but I know how to please a man, okay? So I could be the hot type of female as I don't need to be one. You'll know which one I position myself, okay? You'll know if I'm more the self-conscious type or I'm more like a natural woman, okay? Like when I'm saying natural, it's more like it comes naturally to me. Okay, I recognize that I'm attractive. I know what I have and I know what men like, kind of thing. Okay, so what type of guy I see you as, okay? And for some of you, you're very attractive the way you are. It's just that perhaps I could be older than you, as I don't need to be. We could be the same age as you could be older than me. But there's a cuteness to you in the form of you stalk me. I perceive it to be the type that's more discreet when you're interested in a female, okay? Or you're not perhaps interested in me, but I see you stalking me a bit, okay? And why I see you that way, and I'm perceiving you to be that way, it's in the form of, okay, like I'm a more fair and square type of girl, okay? Like you talk to me, you come and flirt with me, you give me the signals that you're interested in me, I kind of give it back to you. Okay, I'm that type of female overall. But deep down underneath, how I'm kind of seeing you to, like, you're interested, but you don't want to kind of show me that you're interested. That's the kind of there's still, like, you're stalking this one. I think you stalked me, bro. Like, dude, I think you stalked her. Okay, like, I don't know if you really do so, but she believes that you stalk her. Okay, you'll know if this is like not logical, but she knows you check her out when she's undressing, or when she's kind of like taking off her clothes. If we're talking about summertime, you're around the pool or in the beach, or you guys went to a chalet with a group of people, or camping, anything of the situation, like a beach club. Like, she knows you stalk her. Okay, like, she thinks that you want her, and you'll be a good lover. Okay, just that you're kind of restraining yourself from, you know, becoming a true suitor. Or right now in the present moment, you are investing in me seriously, but before, you used to just stalk me. You'll be the more discreet type of guy. Okay, like, you're more, I'm not gonna say mysterious, you're more, you want to keep it mysterious, but like, I know you're trying to play discreetly. You don't want people to know that you're interested in me, or you don't want me to see that you're interested in me. But you are. Okay, so, okay, what type of men I perceive you to be? The discreet type of men. Okay, you wear glasses, sunglasses, so that you cover up the fact that you're looking at me. Now, if you don't wear sunglasses, you always seek for my reflection. Okay, like, you know, like, when you're in a room somehow and it's like, you know, someone's gazing at you, you're that person I'm sensing is gazing at me. It's that kind of sensation this woman has. Okay, so I feel your gaze on me, perhaps, but like, perhaps I'm trying to seduce you too. Okay, like that. But overall, perhaps I'm thinking that you're kind of being cautious because you think perhaps I have sexually transmitted diseases, or you have caught some a long time ago, perhaps, and that's why you're refusing to sleep with me. Okay, for some of you, this one is very, like, straightforward. Okay, like, I'm expecting you to sleep with me. Let's say you're the type of guy perhaps I want to sleep with, and I'm ready to seduce you like shit. Okay, but you're acting cautious. Okay, like, you're a very cautious guy, and, like, I'm trying to be fair and square here and understand why you're not, like, putting the actions there, perhaps, because you're gonna get, like, a missed opportunity. Your challenge is to kind of lose your okay, you might be a virgin. Okay, like, 1, you could be a virgin. 2, you could perhaps have sexually transmitted disease, or you've kind of had a scandal like that and you're acting cautious on it, or you're thinking I have it. Okay, it's one way or the other. Or I think that I should be cautious sleeping with you because perhaps I don't want to get any of those. Okay, so could be sexually sexually transmitted diseases are here a bit. Okay, like, you have it in the dilemma. Now, if it's not that subject, then it's more either I'm a virgin and my challenge is to kind of, like, be devoured by you, and then you know, but it's not even that. No, the challenge, worst case scenario, will be that I will lose my virginity overall. That's the challenge here. Okay, for me, if I'm a virgin. that is. Now, if I'm not a virgin, I'm more comfortable with this. I'm kind of like being extra cautious about the aspect of sexually transmitted diseases, okay? So it's either I have it, or I think you have it, or your behavior is kind of making me think perhaps that you are being cautious because of that, okay? But I'm trying to seduce you, and I'm trying to kind of like sleep with you, but then again, perhaps you're not kind of like giving me that equal give and take. So if I'm kind of seducing you, you're not seducing me back, okay? If I'm talking with you, I'm sharing, I'm kind of like getting out of my comfort zone to come and like walk closer to you, or tease you, or like ask you about yourself, get to know you better. You're acting very cautious, but I know you're staring at me this one. You're the watcher type of guy, perhaps. But not touchy, okay? But I want you to touch me, or I'm kind of believing that once I get you to touch me and I break the ice with you, perhaps you become a real, I'm not gonna say a softie, but you're cute when you're kind of like, you could be cute if you were to kind of do this to me, okay? Like, look at this, okay? So you might be a good lover, okay? Or you kind of like the boobs. I'm thinking you're like the type of guy who likes boobs, perhaps. Or you're very conservative, okay? You're very religious. You're very religious also. It could be a very religious type of guy, and kind of like condemn yourself if you're kind of like thinking dirty things. I don't know, guys, okay? It could be that you're religious. It could be that you're cautious. I don't know. There's either something you're not comfortable with, there's something you're hiding, or it's unknown from me, okay? Like, I don't know if you have sexually transmitted diseases, or I have them and you're thinking I have them, or I don't have them, but I think you're thinking that I have it, okay? That kind. But I seem to be the type of female that's more experienced, and I want to have something with you, okay? Or I think you like me, but you're not putting the actions. Or in the present moment with the Knight of Pentacles, you are slowly getting there. Okay, you're slowly getting there, okay? Like, you became my friend, or you took my phone number, or we're kind of like chatting with each other kind of thing, okay? And in the near future, you're slow moving, invested type of guy, perhaps, okay? I think you're that way. And in the near future, with the King of Swords, look, like, you're very, like, you have so much to hide, or you're very closed off a bit. You know so much, but you keep it to yourself. You're more like logical type of guy, even though you're hot as shit. You are hot, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's something attractive about you, because I'm kind of channeling people winking at you, that kind of stuff from the initial, okay? So I don't know how you see yourself, perhaps, but you're pretty handsome, as per this one. It's just that you're kind of very cautious, okay? Like, nobody needs to know what's happening, and everything needs to be like hidden somehow, okay? And I'm kind of like acting cool at it, okay? Like, the female is acting cool, but she thinks, or she knows, that you stalk her. I know you're watching me. It's like, not that you don't watch. I know you're watching me, okay? Even if you're trying to hide or acting like it's an accident, we bumped into each other, but I know, or I'm perceiving you to be the type of guy that's more accidental, or you're pretending to have it accidental. You'll only know if you're doing this like this or not, okay? But I think you're pretty, like, not sketchy, but you like you're discreet as a guy, okay? And you're more mental or logical, and you're more like a chess player type of person. You know, like, you play the chess game and you won it, but it's more like kind of like, nobody knows though you're like a chess player type though. I don't know, it's more that vibe. Wearing the glasses and checking people out, but I know you're watching me though, like behind those glasses. That's how I'm perceiving you to kind of see me, Okay, so if I were to flirt with you, I will want those glasses out of the way. Okay, if I were to flirt with you, I want those glasses out of the way. Okay, like if you want to flirt with me, you have to gaze in my eyes. Okay, baby, like you have to have that eye contact with me. Okay, so if you're kind of hiding away, like I know you're watching me, but then again, I don't feel like I'm being acknowledged here, I'm being recognized here. It's like there's something that you're ashamed of, or it's like I'm not pretty enough, so that I'm not worthy enough of you kind of like closing the gap, perhaps. So I'm the type of woman, overall, I'm the type of woman that I like the glasses off, okay? The sunglasses off. I need to see who I like, and I'm like more intimate type of female, okay? Like I like to kiss, I like to touch, I like to gaze in you, okay? Like in your eyes. Yeah, so I'm more like there should not be any distance between you and me. Even in the form of hugging, sleeping, it's very natural. She's very natural, okay? This female is very natural. Even if she's a virgin or she's not, she's very natural at it, okay? Like my nakedness, I'm comfortable with it. I'm not ashamed of it, okay? Like I don't mind undressing in front of you or in front of people, okay? And I will not be the type that will wear glasses to cover my eye, okay? If I stare at you, I stare at you. If I don't, I don't. But overall, if I feel like you're not comfortable keeping the gaze, I will not keep the gaze, okay? I will not gaze at you. But overall, how I like my lovers to be, it's a man that will kind of a bit blush, but I like them to meet me halfway there, okay? Like I like to be intimate with my people, okay? My boyfriends or my lovers, whichever way it is, okay? I need that acknowledgement, that recognition, okay? They'll recognize someone if you gaze in their eyes, okay? And you're not ashamed of showing who you are inside. As per this female, okay? So with the patience and the regrets. So yeah, you're the type of guy that might regret not taking the actions. Like you're not closing the gap. That's the thing. You're just watching me from afar, admiring me, checking me out, doing things in your head perhaps, or just like discreetly just watching me or following me around, okay? And you're very patient, so overall you're the more serious and slow moving, invested type of guy. You make sure that you will not regret it perhaps later on. And I accept that everything happens in divine order. So whenever you're ready, you kind of like will take your time. So, but you're overall more slow moving, okay? Could be more stubborn perhaps, or you have your own set ways. And you're kind of like just testing me out perhaps. You're kind of checking me out if I could be a good option of yours. And with the regret, I know that I cannot change the past. So you can't change the past overall, but you can definitely change the present moment. So I'm just kind of telling you that. But I believe you to be very like either single, or you want to be a bachelor, you want to stay a bachelor, or you're thinking about a serious commitment. You're the serious type of guy overall. But you're discreet. You stalk me. If you do, you'll know it. If I'm not like hallucinating here as the female. Sometimes it happens, you know? You think that a guy's like staring at you, being attracted to you, but then again at the end, like when you talk with the guy, he might give you a like attitude, or it's more like they're acting like you were never a big shot, or you're not pretty, etc. Then you kind of like wake up to the fact that perhaps you were never like stalking the person, you know? But it's like that. And if you like me, then definitely from staring, you have to kind of close the gap, okay? I should not I like it when people are outgoing overall. You're more like, you are a bit outgoing, but you're shyly, kind of discreetly following me around. I perceive you to be that way, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, whoever chose that pile. Okay, so that was pile 1. Now, pile 2, whoever chose Night Sun Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, how does she perceive you? Okay, like what type of guy I think you to be, or how I see you as a guy, or how I perhaps feel, or it's not just feelings. Perception could be many things. Okay, it can englobe emotions, behaviors, thought patterns, opinions. Everything could be here. Okay, so gentlemen and ladies, perhaps, how does she perceive you to be? What type of female, like female or male you are? Okay, overall it's for males here, but if you're a female here, for a female, still okay. I don't know why I'm channeling. It's a tango dance, perhaps. It's either Scent of a Woman. It's the tango song. Al Pacino is dancing with a young lady. He's blind, definitely. But it's that song. I don't know why I channeled Al Pacino. Pacino is a very handsome man, okay? He has that je ne sais quoi vibe, okay? Like, he's sexy. He's a real man with big balls. He's funny. He has a sense of humor. It's more like mafioso kind of vibe a bit. I don't know why I'm kind of like channeling Godfather. Could be Italian, perhaps, or you like those kind of vibes. Or you're in the mafia, or you give off that Italian or Greek, but it's more Italian. It's like you could be shorter guy than usual, or you could be tall. Definitely, if you have this je ne sais quoi, like your personality is, I don't know if it's like I don't like it or I like it. I don't know. But it's Al Pacino vibes, okay? It's like Al Pacino. I also channeled, which movie was it? I don't know if it's the Godfather, the one with the drugs, and he kind of sniffs it, and it's real cocaine, and like they die at the end. Look, I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? But it's a bit that vibe. It's like you're an extreme type of guy, perhaps. In Scent of Woman, Smell of Woman, perhaps, or Scent of Woman. I don't remember what the title is, but it's Al Pacino overall, for sure. It's like George Clooney vibes a bit, but George Clooney doesn't have Al Pacino. Robert De Niro, perhaps. Could be like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Italian vibes, though. I don't know why I'm channeling Italian man. You could be Italian, or you give off that, like, mama. I don't know, like you like your grandmother's cooking, like she cooks very well, and it's like you're a real Italian, perhaps. This one. Food needs to taste good. You're extra cautious with food. It needs to taste good, okay? Like, needs to be good so that you can eat it, okay? You need that wine on the side, the dessert, the main course. I don't know. So, what type of person, how I perceive you, okay, overall. Now, if I were to be interested in you, I was gonna say sexually, but it's more like interested in you, okay? Romantically perhaps, but sexually. Okay, so this one is physical attraction. So perhaps I will want to sleep with you. I'm the type of girl that will definitely, like, if you touch me, I will touch you. So whatever you give to me, I will give back to you. Okay, so if you kind of gaze at me, I'll gaze at you. If you're flirting with me, I'll flirt with you. Longing and desire, it's more like I'll play hard to get though. Okay, like I'm the type that will play hard to get. Sometimes I'll be very close to you, sometimes I'll be very far from you, but there's still this like bonding element. Like I'll gaze at you from afar. You're with your friends and I kind of like check you out, you check me out. I'll still do it. So it's very interactive. Okay, like I will interact with you. Okay, so if you touch me, I'll touch you. If you're close to me, I'll be close to you. And but I play with the distance too. Okay, so sometimes I'll be too close to you, but I'll play hard to get. So I'll kind of like go somewhere else just to see if you're gonna come and close the gap again. It's like that. She's the type that will tease you a bit. Like I'll gaze at you, I'll kind of smile and smirk a bit. Then I'll still interact with my friends or with your friends. I'll tease your friends, but then again, I'm trying to kind of like get your eyes on me. So it's more spicing things up with you, okay? Like that. What characteristics I like about you? So you have empathy. Al Pacino does. Or Robert De Niro. It's definitely those vibes, okay? I don't know which one it is. I was gonna channel Bruce Lee too. I don't know if I'm talking to Asian people, but it could be that way too. I don't know. You have service. Okay. Very disciplined men, okay? Like it's understandable if we're talking about Italians. There's this element, things need to be proper, okay? It needs to be set a specific way. Everything. Now, if it's not Italians I'm talking to, you're not Italian, okay? You're not from the Mediterranean Sea kind of side. Like Roman. I'm hearing Roman. I don't know why, okay? Like Roman Empire, Roman. But Rome is all over the Eurasia and even Africa's there. England. Anyways, sophisticated, civilized guy, okay? You're like a civilized, disciplined, conscious, and volunteering, okay? You have a big heart, okay? Like overall, yes, you look Italian, you have like this mafioso kind of vibe to you, but hierarchy and discipline and things being organized and, you know, like you're very like settled type of guy, okay? Like I'm gonna say it. You're settled. Okay? Like you're settled, you're comfortable, you have heritage, or you kind of have your own business and you kind of have your own friends, and it's like service oriented. I feel good when I can help others. So you're a very kind-hearted guy, okay? Like you're like when people need you, your friends need your help, you're there to help them out. If girls need your help, you're there to help them out, that kind. With discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You could be stubborn, which is completely normal, okay? But you believe that organized and, you know, well, an agenda or commitment or conservative mindset or tradition is the way to go, okay? So you're more like that. And with empathy, you are compassionate type of guy, okay? Like I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So you're the type that will listen too, okay? Just nice. It's a very nice combo, okay? Like I'm saying it. You're human, okay? Like you're grounded, disciplined, and like that. That's it. Now, how does she perceive you? Okay, what type of man I perceive you to be? So you have the Star card. Okay, so you are a bit intimidating, okay? Like, you're approachable, but intimidating too. Even though the Star card is more like that, having faith element, that, you know, nurturing the emotional and the grounded elements. So perhaps you're more feminine as a guy. You are a man, okay? I'm not saying you're not a guy with big balls. You have a big balls, but you also know how to treat women, perhaps. Is that way. You know how to treat females. This one, we'll see. I don't know. You kind of respect your mother. Like that. So you have the Nine of Swords as my challenge connected to how I'm perceiving you. And you have the Seven of Cups. Okay. The reason why it's that way is the Three of Swords. Is this about you? I don't know. We're gonna check. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this is about you, but then again, I don't know if there was a breakup, there's drama here in the situation. And if there's no drama, I'll just kind of read to you, okay? So you have the Six of Swords as the present moment. And in the near future, you have the Page of Swords. So I don't know if I have romantic feelings towards you. Do I have romantic feelings towards you? Does this woman have romantic feelings towards you? She's not really, okay, look. She's not really interested in you the way you think she would be, okay? The way I'm kind of saying, if she does those things. Now, if she doesn't do those things, then really you had the answer that I was not interested. Like, if you talk with me, am I talking with you? Am I eagerly talking to you? Now, if I'm not eagerly talking to you, then that's definitely your answer, that I'm not interested in you. I could say what type of guy you could be, as per me, but I believe this one is not interested in you, okay? You'll know if I'm interested. If I'm eagerly meeting you, if you're touching me, I'm touching you. If you're smiling at me, I'm smiling at you. And I'm playing hard to get with you based on that. When I'm playing hard to get, though, there's that eye contact and that smile I have. You know, when girls are smiling and they're genuinely trying to attract you, and there's that extra feeling, do I have that? Now, if I don't have it, then your answer is I'm not really interested in you. Okay? Because a bit like you have empathy, like you'll know if I'm interested in you. Because there's one that I'm interested in you, and there's one that I'm not really interested in you. You're here to kind of know how they perceive you to be. They like you the way you are, overall. And for some of you, it is love. Okay, so you'll know how to position yourself. I'm making you doubt yourself, but definitely you need to test the waters with this girl, okay? Like, yes, you need to test the waters with this one. Don't focus on the missed opportunities. I told you the signals. If I'm interested in you, I'm gonna play hard to get, but there's eye contact. If you look at me, I look at you, and you're kind of like looking at me mysteriously, I'm gonna look at you mysteriously too. If you're staying at a distance, I'll stay at a distance too. If you're closing the gap, I'm closing the gap with you. Now, if I'm not interested, I will always look elsewhere. I will not even look at you. This one. Okay? Unless you come in my bubble and you're talking with me, and I'm eager to kind of like just talk with you, I will talk with you. But there's no smiling, there's no seduction in the eyes. There's none of those. I'm sure by this time you already know where you're positioning yourself. Interested in you or I'm not. Okay? But we're just gonna read to you. You're an attractive type of guy, okay? Like this discipline, this empathy, and all that kind of stuff. You're service-oriented. I do give you those characteristics, but perhaps I might not want to have anything to do with you, okay? It's just I'm talking to you. That's it. Or I don't even want to talk with you. I stay away from you. I don't want you to kind of like be in my bubble. Then I leave you. I don't stay there. If I'm interested, I'll stay there. But if I'm not, you're not reading through what I'm kind of like trying to tell you, I'm going to leave kind of thing. Okay? But you have just je ne sais quoi vibe to you. You are attractive as a man. Okay? Like, don't kind of look at the fact that I'm not interested in you. Make you feel like you're less of a guy. No, it's not that. It's just that this one is not the one for you. Okay? So this one, if I'm interested in you, how I perceive you to be. So with the star card, if I'm interested, okay, like I'm doing the interaction with you, I'm not kind of blocking you, I'm not kind of like irritated or annoyed with you. Okay? So it varies, okay? Because I'm annoyed or blocking you doesn't necessarily mean I don't like who you are. It's just I don't want to be there with you. I don't want to interact with you. It's my decision. It's my choice. Now, if I want to kind of play with you, or I want to kind of flirt with you, I will do so. Nothing will stop me from doing it, okay? So, based on what I'm saying, you understood that I'm interested in you or I'm not, okay? Now, if I'm interested in you, this is the one option, let's say. We're going to go with the second option afterwards. So overall, I'm interested in you. So like how I perceive you to be, you're the more hopeful type of guy. You don't give up easily. There's no boundary connected to you. There's no boundary. You're disciplined, you have empathy, you're service oriented. So you're kind of expecting other people to be that way, but I perceive you to be the type that's more like generous and giving like that. But why I think you are this way is because the truth is that what is the Three of Swords here? Am I interested in you? I just need to... I don't, like, 60% I believe I'm not interested in you. This is not attraction. It's not interest. I'm not attracted to you. And perhaps this is my perception, okay? Could be that you don't get that I don't like you. You don't get it. I understand I hurt you or your feelings, but I don't want you, so I'm just gonna be more intimidating. The more you're kind of like trying to approach me. So this one, it could be more a message to you, whoever chose this pile. If you're kind of not understanding that the girl doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. Okay, she's not interested in having a relationship. She doesn't want to talk with you. She doesn't want to listen to you. None of those. Not be touched by, don't touch me kind of thing. I'm becoming more like, the main situation is either with the star though, it's not the vibe. The star, I'm trying to show you that I'm intimidating. Okay, like I'm self-sufficient. I know my emotions. I'm grounded. I don't need your help. And why so is because I'm a tough type of female, okay? Like, I'm a tough type of female. I've gone through shit in my life, okay? You're not the first guy who doesn't seem to understand that I don't like you. Where are we going? And, like, understand that no matter how many times you're trying to give me a chance, I'm telling you I don't want to give you a chance. I'm not interested, okay? So your challenge understanding this is that you don't, like, you're always the hopeful type, and it's like no matter how many times I kind of intimidate you, you don't seem to understand that I'm not interested. And with the Seven of Cups, it's more like your challenge is to wake up to the fact that there are other females around. I'm sorry. For some of you, the more I'm reading, it's really not interested in you. It doesn't want you to be interested in them. She just thinks that you're the type that's more hopeful. You're an extremist. You give yourself chances. Why? So it's because you don't mind getting hurt and you don't mind being rejected. You still will give it a try until you get something. But then again, perhaps I don't want you to give me the chances. I don't want any of those things. Okay? So it's either I don't want them or I want them and you're that type of guy. But then again, I don't know why you would not have this girl, you know? That kind. So why you will not have her? Because she doesn't want to be with you. Because if I wanted to be with you, it's going to be very easy for you to have me. I'll let you touch me. I'll interact with you. Everything you give to me, I give back to you. And I'll play hard to get, and I'll keep the eye contact on you with a smile. A genuine, seductive smile, okay? If I'm not smiling, it's more irritation in my eyes. It's more like, fuck off a bit. Or like, don't get in my bubble right now. I don't want to talk with you. It's a different thing, okay? Like, I'm becoming more annoyed with you, this one. It doesn't mean that you're not a good guy. It's just that you don't seem to understand, perhaps. But it's your characteristics overall. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with the girl either, okay? It's just that understand that the girl does not want you to try your luck with them, okay? And if you were to give me I'm the opportunistic type of female, okay? I'll give it to you if I'm interested in you. Okay, so in the initial with the two of, it's the 10 of Wands. It's the 10 of Wands, you have the heart. So look, I know you're the big-hearted type of person, okay? Like, I know you take things to heart. I understand those things. But sometimes it's more like you take too much responsibility, and it's like you... Okay, so if you're the type of guy that takes other people's responsibilities and you make sure that you're their big dad, let's say, the dad of the group, it's more like I see you taking other people's burdens and like hustling for it because you have a big heart like that. So it's a good thing perhaps if I appreciate those tendencies in men, as it could be something that could be more like a triggering element for some females. Like, for me, definitely, it's like, if you're a man like this, I'll definitely be... I don't like men that take other people's burdens on their shoulders, as if, like, you don't have enough problems in your life. You're taking other people's things, so you're meddling in other people's businesses. But then again, it's not wrong. It's just, it's an issue I have with this characteristic. Okay, so it could be something good because you're trying to be the hero, you're the big dad, or you're like the papa, you're the godfather here. It could be. It's just sometimes it's not welcoming. It's more like, don't put your nose in my business kind of thing. So this one thinks that perhaps it's either you're putting your nose in other people's businesses, or you're taking too much. You're chewing more than you, like, you're you're putting in your mouth more things than you can chew it and swallow it. You're choking kind of thing. You're attracting in your life certain burdens that are not necessary, but because you like to juggle these kind of stuff, you like it this way, you need that adrenaline junkie thing, you need things to happen in your life, that's how life goes, you're the intense type of person, then definitely I understand that. So this is how I kind of see you to be. In the middle section with the Six of Swords energy, it's more like how I perceive it to be. It's more like you have burdens, dude. Like you have responsibilities and you have a lot of baggage you need to release, and there's a lot that you're kind of hustling with. And in the near future, with the Page of Swords, it's more like I see you having ideas, I see you looking at me, and you're a very intelligent type of guy overall, but it's like you're always an achiever, perhaps. You're always like in the go, you like adventure, you like to give it many chances. This one, look, perhaps this one's not interested in you overall, as it could be. If we're gonna go more positive, I went very negative here, like a negative in the way that I don't want you, okay? But this is the type of guy I think you are, okay? Now let's say if I were to kind of, I like you, this one, okay? Like I'm meeting you there, I'm kind of flirting with you, I'm touching you when you're touching me, I'm so excited when you're talking with me, kind of thing. So what type of guy I see you as? Perhaps the type of guy that knows how to valorize females. You know how to kind of treat females. And why so is because you have a big heart and you kind of like know what the truth is, or you have set conducts. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's more like you're definitely a gentleman, you never give up. So even if you're stable within yourself and you know how to treat females and you know what your ways are, okay? So in the initial phase with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, okay? Because I always, it's overall the Ten of Wands card, but because it looks like two pentagons, it's more like two pentacles vibe. So like if I like you, perhaps, like what type of guy I think you to be, you're the type that knows how to be responsible. You're the type that can go on with a lot of pressure. You're like the pressure, like a diamond, okay? So you're like a diamond, you know how to work under pressure for other people and yourself, but other people overall, okay? You work for other people overall. You like to be appreciated for what your work is, and people should appreciate this in you, okay? So it's something to be proud of, perhaps, as for this female, whoever she is, if she likes you, that is. With the Six of Swords, it's more you have a lot of burdens, okay? Like you're the hardworking type of guy, you never give up, okay? You have like opinions, you kind of wish to satisfy other people, so you're always in the go, okay? You don't give up, and you let go. You don't let go, though. You don't let go of burdens. That's something I appreciate, perhaps. Okay? Whoever this female is, I don't appreciate those kind of stuff, okay? You have to let go of certain baggages, okay? You don't need to kind of take other people's burdens on yourself. You can definitely be responsible and respond to the situation, but not take other people's baggages or bullshit or like burdens. It's like creating chaos in your life that you don't need. But then again, if you're that hard, kind of like adrenaline type of guy, then definitely do so, okay? There's nothing wrong with being that way, okay? And with the Page of Swords energy in the near future, it's more like I see you like the type of guy who has a target. You have like your ideas, and you're in that journey of making sure that this project will happen, kind of thing. But you don't have experience connected to it, but you're going on that journey, okay? So this one, it's more I appreciate those kind of stuff if I like you. Now if I don't like you, I don't like you in the way of being in a relationship with you, okay? I don't like you because it's becoming annoying to me that you don't understand that I'm not interested in you, you're still a pretty nice guy, okay? It's just that you take other people's burdens for no reason. It's like, what does it concern you if other people are having issues? Okay, they'll find their own solutions. You can definitely give them a hand, but not do all the shit for them and feel satisfied and, you know, act the hero there. Okay, some people don't like heroes and some people adore them. Okay, so you like to play the hero, or you're like a hero, or you're like a leader. You have your own characteristics, like Al Pacino or Robert De Niro kind of vibes. Okay, it's more mafioso, or it's more like you know, Italian, and you're disciplined and you're service oriented and you're empathetic and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it could be a burden. But empathy, you should understand that I'm not interested in you. You understand perhaps that I'm not interested in you. But I see you as the type of guy that's always like opportunistic. Okay, you always have faith, which is good. Okay, so you're a good guy overall. It's just that perhaps I don't want you or I want you. Okay, so there's the two dualism here. Or I could like you but then not like you. Okay, could be that way too. I'm sorry, this pile. Okay, I'm gonna apologize if I hurt your feelings, but there's nothing to kind of take to heart. Okay, don't take what I'm saying to heart. Okay, you'll know. And it's better to be with someone who wants you than not get somebody who doesn't want you. It's more like you rather cage the person if they don't like you. But because I channeled Al Pacino or Robert De Niro, there's our charming men. Okay, so you will end up having somebody who will like you. Okay, it's just that this female might like you or might not like you. You'll know that much. Okay, so just follow your intuition. Okay, so that was pile 2. Now pile 3, whoever chose Marielle Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see Marielle Tarot. How does she perceive you to be? So what type of guy I think you to be? Okay, guy or girl? Okay. So what are characteristics I appreciate about you? So you have courage, you have forgiveness, and you have gratitude. I heard you're always grateful, but because you have insight. Okay, so this one, when I saw this, when I channeled automatically third eye chakra, is the I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. You have your head together. Okay, when I'm saying your head, it's like you have a wisdom. Okay, it's like an intelligence of another level, like we bow down to it kind of thing. I don't know why. Like we respect you a lot, or I respect you a lot, at least, or I believe you're the respectful type of man. Okay, and you're always grateful, you're always kind, and it's not really kind, the word, but there's this element of you don't, like, I'm not gonna say forsake people for acting a specific way, but because you know better perhaps, or you kind of have a certain wisdom, okay? Like I channeled a sage kind of vibe a bit. And you have the courage, and I was looking at this lion here with the feathers. So you are someone majestic, perhaps. You are majestic, like humble and majestic, like that, noble. And I even kind of sage, like the animal sage with the antlers, trees. So you're very grounded, and I like trees, okay? I love trees. It's a very grounding, it provides oxygen. We're part of, together kind of thing. So you're very inclusive type of guy. You're strong, you're forgiving, but forgiveness could be that you kind of say I forgive you a lot. I forgive you, it's okay kind of thing. But I'm channeling it's okay, it's love. So you're a very loving type of guy, okay? Loving, wise, and you have a certain intelligence that's beyond the words. It's very admirable, okay? So I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So even if you fear it, it's like worst case scenario, you're ready to face it all, okay? So you're very mature as a person, okay? Like when I channel the tree, it's definitely like mature like a tree, okay? A tree that grew up, was a seed, got its roots. You have proper roots though, okay? You're properly rooted, and you have your branches that gave fruit for many, like you're mature overall. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, if ever I was interested in you, I'm the female here, or I'm the whichever orientation you're here for, or gender you're here for. If I were interested in you, how would I kind of flirt with you? Now, if I'm a female and you're a guy here, I like quality time, okay? And you have the snake here, and this is like a hero. I like chilling with you. There's a lot of silence though, okay? Silence. Like, I might not be able to talk as, you might not be able to talk. You're mute a bit. Or you don't talk. It's not that you're mute, but you don't talk. Or I don't talk that much. I'm not talkative as a woman. You know, when you go to a tree, you just sit there. You enjoy the tree shadow and the breaths that you take. It's very, like, pleasing. So, perhaps it's that way. It's very subtle, okay? It's subtle, but grounded still. I need to open the cards a bit, okay? Like, I feel like I'm not, So you have the Six of Swords energy here. And this is Archangel Raphael, I think. Who's kind of the healer. Your challenge, or my challenge connected to it, is the Eight of Discs. Perhaps you're a priest. Could be that way. Or you're someone religious. As it as it doesn't need to be, okay? So you have the Four of Discs. You have the Lover's card. It's gorgeous. Whoa. Okay. In the middle section, you have the Strength card. It's the second major arcana. And in the near future, you have Ace of Discs. So you have the Eight of Cups energy here. There's a lion on top. There's two lions here. You have the Strength card. You have the Taurus card. It's very calm. I'm calm, okay? And this pile, I feel very calm, okay? Like, even meditative to that point. Like, I'm not even thinking, okay, guys? I don't know. Like, I'm just there, okay? Like, I feel good. I'm open. I feel warm. Like that, okay? So what type of guy you are, okay? What type of man you are, perhaps. You're strong, okay? You have a big heart, okay? You're courageous, you're calm, you're composed, you're grounded, you're wise, you're grateful for what you have. It's very like you've accepted life, like that, okay? Like you're that type of guy, okay? It's you take day by day. You're definitely in the moment, loving, okay? So overall, what type of man I see you as? The loving type, okay? Like you're like a healer. Your touch is very gentle. You're very available, genuine, authentic, nothing to pretend, nothing, okay? And the reason why it's that way with the Four of Discs, it's either you've traveled a lot, you're like enlightened, perhaps. I believe you're an enlightened type of man. Okay, you're enlightened, you're awake. I don't know, you've kind of like blissed out all the time. Like blissed out within yourself. You kind of accepted life, okay? Like all the challenges in life. You have had a lot of experience. You've traveled a lot. You went through, I don't want to say centuries. I don't know how old you are. Perhaps this one, be talking to a very like mature person, or a person that remembers their past lives and kind of stuff, perhaps. I don't know, okay? You'll know this much, okay? You're just very like spiritual, perhaps. Very spiritual pile. With the Eight of Discs, my challenge is perhaps to kind of just be with you, okay? My challenge is just to be with you, because the lamp has many symbolism. Okay, like the lamb is innocence. It's also the prophet. Kind of read Khalid Gibran's prophet book. I don't know why I kind of channeled that, but the prophet, the lamb sometimes has the symbolism of a prophet. It's either my challenge is that you're a priest, you're not gonna get married, okay, and perhaps I do love you like that, okay. It's either my challenge is to also become like a lamb, so I should be your follower, perhaps the lamb you're gonna protect always, kind of thing. It could be very religious, as it does need to be. Okay, you'll know if I'm a follower of yours, or you'll know if you have a position like that. Now, if you're not like that, you're not in religion, then you're a very spiritual type of guy, and you're very loving, you're like a doctor, you're like a healer, you're like a teacher that's gentle, okay? Like, you do everything with a certain gentleness, because the Strength card is also gently taming the ego, okay? And the lion is also a very loving type of animal, okay? It has pride, okay? It's very protective of its family, and the way they manipulate the whole hierarchy, perhaps, or the relationship they have within themselves, is to protect the children, hunt, and protect the territory. Meanwhile, the lionesses hunt. It's like you're royal, okay? Like your spirit is royal, or you're noble, or you're very like wise, okay? There's a certain silent admiration connected to you, but I don't admire you even. I feel like there's integration between you and me, kind of thing. Like we're one together, kind of stuff. You become one with others. Okay? It's a bit like that. So in the initial energy with the Lover's card is the integration energy. This one. It's more like Kundalini, like the feminine and the masculine, but this could also become two people like uniting mind, body, spirit wise, in under the sacred fire element. So even if, okay, look, I don't know if you're into Kundalini stuff, okay, but I'm feeling like I'm talking to someone who has a lot of knowledge connected to those things. It's either you're spiritual, you know what occult science is, you do Kundalini meditation, or you're very spiritual, you're a yogic person, you're like a trainer, or simply you know what life is, or you've kind of lived, I'm going to say centuries. I don't know why I'm saying centuries, but perhaps you kind of remember. You have memory from there. Could be. You'll know if it's going to resonate. Okay? If it doesn't, it's still okay, guys. It's only for certain exceptions. Could be. Now, so overall, I know you're the passionate type of man. Okay? Like, you know what sacred lovemaking is like. Could be. Okay, you make sacred love, okay? Doesn't need to be sleeping together, okay? Sacred love could be felt in the moment too, okay? So you're very loving deep down, like that. You're a very loving man. You know what, you have a sound mind, okay? Like it's you have clarity. Oh my, I don't know how to read this one, okay? So with the Strength card, you're very gentle, okay? Like, you're sweet like that. You're a sweet man. You definitely are. And successful at it, 100%. Okay? And in the near future with the Ace of Discs, look, perhaps you're the slow-moving type of man, or the very grounded type of man. But you're the type of man that always gives second chances if you're the religious type of man. Now, if you're the more natural type of man, as if like, we're not really talking about like being a yogi or like a guru or a rabbi or something of the sort, then With the Ace of Discs, how I perceive you to be is more you're a very sensual type of man. You're amazing with your hands, okay? And you're very grounding, okay? So, very nice type of man, okay? So this one, it's like a soulmate kind of thing. Everyone can be your soulmate, or this female believes that you're their soulmate. You could be their soulmate overall. If this is attraction. I really love you, this one. I really love you. It's I feel calm, I feel good, I feel accepted, I feel even integrated, this one. Like integration, mind, body, spirit wise. There's this silence that's not bothersome. It's like that. I can be with you. I can sleep with you on the side. I can make love to you, or you can make love to me. This one, you'll know if you're for it or not. It's unconditional love, perhaps. As it could be conditioned. But it's too mature for, it's mature energy. It's very grown. It's like it's like a lotus flower, this one. That knows that it will become mud, like it will kind of like be a seed again and, grow again kind of thing. It has grown many times. So how I would flirt with you, I'll simply just be with you. This one, it's very easy, okay? Like, I just want to be with you. With the Eros and Thanatos, it's more like I want you to protect me. I'm the type of female that likes to be protected, okay? Like, I like the men to fight my desires. So this one, I could be a woman with a sexual appetite, as I don't need to be. But this one, it's Eros and Thanatos. It's the life and death, or pleasure and death. It's ejaculation. Look, I'm gonna talk like I usually do, but this one, it has a different level. I'm gonna talk about sex perhaps, but it's not mundane sex, okay? This one, it's not mundane sex. But I want you to fight my demons, perhaps. I don't know how to kind of say it. I want you to fight my demons, okay? It's either I will want to tempt you as many times as I want, but I want you to kind of save me from my desire, okay? So, oh my god, okay, so look, if you're the type that wants this one, then she just wants you to kind of like save her from her desires. So if I want you, then definitely what are you gonna do to kind of quench my thirst like that? Fight my demons, it's like with the wink like that. But I'm sure it's more mature and more like enhanced sacred lovemaking kind of vibes, okay? And with the charm of simplicity, I just want to spend quality time. So I'm the type of person that will stay silent and just be with you. Okay, so I'm gonna say follow you around, but I'm not the type of woman that will come towards you and flirt with you. I'm there with you energetically. It's like that. But from the images I'm kind of seeing, I want you to save me kind of thing. From my temptations, from my demons. Okay? Like Eros and Thanatos. This one's like the man is kind of protecting the woman because he loves her, right? But then again, the woman is the snake, and this is definitely kind of channeling Adam and Eve kind of thing, where Eve kind of tasted the sweetness of the apple, like that sexuality, the wisdom element and all that kind of stuff. So then this man is definitely fighting for love here, because he loves this woman, but this woman has been hypnotized perhaps by lust and all that kind of stuff. So it's more like this one wants to be saved by you, whichever way it is. Could be like, I've sinned and you're like a priest here, and you know, like you're there to save me, and I just want to kind of be there with you under like love. Okay, so it's either religious as it doesn't need to be. Okay, so you guys will know. Okay, but you're definitely like a sage, this one. You're a wise man, and you're an enlightened man, and I love you purely like that. Okay, could be pure as it doesn't need, like, there could be purity in sex too, unless you don't believe in it, but there could be purity in sex too. I believe it's tantric sex. I don't know about it, definitely, but we'll see once we experience it someday. I will. Okay, so that's it. Pile 3. Hope it resonated. I do apologize if it didn't, but this is how she perceives you to be. The man who can save her from salvation, perhaps, like salvation. You'll be my salvation, if I can say it that way. Or you're like the savior type of man. Like, you're kind-hearted, beautiful man. Okay, like you're beautiful beyond words, beyond illusions, beyond dimensions, perhaps. I don't know. She either loves you like that, or you're definitely a person that's enlightened and your energy alone creates love in other people. Or I love you. It created love inside of me, kind of thing. Okay? It could be many ways. You'll know. And if you don't, then have faith that you know. Okay, so that's it, pile 3. Now, pile 4, whoever chose Crow Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, pile 4, how does she perceive you? Okay, how does this female perceive you to be? What type of man you are, as per me. Okay. I was gonna say you're cute, okay? Like you're cute, kind of thing. Okay, I don't know. I was gonna say I might be older than you, because I channeled a cute, like, it's not a kid. A person I channeled, it's not a kid anymore, but they grew up now. They're very handsome today. But when they were small, they had like glasses and curly little champignon hair. So perhaps I know you and I grew up with you, perhaps. It could be that way, this one. You're cute though. You're handsome now, perhaps, but you're cute. Or perhaps I remember how cute of a guy you were. And now how hot you are, perhaps, but how cute of a guy you were. Yeah. Like that. You're cute. You were cute, but now you're handsome, but you're still cute because you're the same guy I remember. It could be that way. Okay, so I don't know if I'm reading that one. So how I flirt with you, okay? Have erotic bliss. If I were to be interested in you, how would I flirt with you? I'll gaze in your eyes intensely, but the intensity is loving. Like, you feel it in your chest area, okay? Like, when I gaze in you, I have a more like meditative posture like this, and I gaze at you. What are we saying? Okay, like, I don't know. What are the characteristics I give to you? So what type of guy I kind of like give you? So you have blame. I accept responsibilities for my well-being. And failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Can I have one more? Two more. Friendship and peace. I channel the Libra, okay? Like, you might be a Libra. So you have peace, friendship, failure, blame. I don't know if you're the type that would blame people for acting a specific way, as you're the more type that likes to take responsibility for a group of people. So leadership vibes a bit, but with the blame, you like to blame people, as per me, okay? I like to blame people. With failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You're the type of guy that doesn't give up, though. Okay, we're gonna go that way because it's an opportunity. You look at it in the form of it's an opportunity. It's just an experience, right? So you give yourself second chances, or you try again. There's nothing wrong with that, and I appreciate that about you. And with the friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. You value friendship. Okay, you're the type of man that values friendship. You believe in friendship, you believe in connections, you believe in happiness connected to having friends. Okay, not everyone sees happiness connected to friends. Okay, varies from people to people because of experience. Okay, with peace, I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So you're the more peaceful type of guy. So what characteristics I appreciate or admire in you is that you're the more calmer type of men. With friendship, you're the type that knows how to collaborate with people. You know how to be friendly. You appreciate people that are friends with you, or you want people to be friends with you overall. You have many connections, or you're a person that has a lot of acquaintances, like Libra men or females. Okay, like you're a more sociable type of person. You like social meetings, parties, events. You're a very sociable type of men, okay, or female, whichever way it is. With failure, it's more like perhaps you're not comfortable with failure, or you learned growing up that failure is not a good thing, or you could be more empowered in that, and you're the type that it's like you understand that it's just a failure. It was meant to be that way because you're learning from it, right? So you just do it again and again and again until you succeed. And in the near future, with the blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So in the near future, you're gonna learn how to kind of not blame other people, perhaps, for certain things, and learn how to kind of find solutions yourself, kind of stuff. Okay, so you'll know which way it is. But for blaming, could be many things. I just believe you have this characteristic. It's not wrong, okay, when I'm saying those things. It's part of it. It could be your biggest shortcoming, as it could be your biggest strength, okay, as a person. Perhaps I want to wear a hat, okay? Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm so sorry I'm gonna do this, but I just need a hat, okay? Like, I'll wear a hat just for now, but I need to cover my head, okay? I feel certain kind of sensations in it. So just kind of chill with me with this for now. So I don't know. It's okay. I feel better now. So how I flirt with you, we have erotic bliss. So I'm more meditative when I observe you, okay? But I'm blissed out when I observe you. Like that. I'll give you perhaps another card to help you out here, okay? So, what type of guy I see you as, okay? Don't allow yourself to be hurt by me, okay? I haven't opened the Celtic spread yet, but you have the Five of Swords with the blame there, okay? And the failure. You might be strict, okay? You might be strict, or you're the type of guy perhaps that has expectations from other people, and your expectations are quite high, okay? So you have the Seven of Swords energy here as your challenge, connected to me or connected to how I perceive you, okay? It could also be that I'm trying to deceive you, or it's not even the situation. We'll see. And the reason why that was the King of Wands. In the initial, you have the Justice card. In the middle section, you have the Lover. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. And in the near future, you have the Nine of Cups. And the Six of Cups. You have the Sun. Well, let me just read this, okay? And don't get hurt when I'm kind of saying things perhaps that you don't see yourself, and it's like you put you have high standards, perhaps you have high expectations of yourself, which means that perhaps whenever you fail something, sometimes you can blame yourself for the failure. So don't get hurt, okay? Don't allow yourself to get hurt by me. I'm honestly trying not to kind of hurt you. So don't allow yourself to get hurt. It's just simple words. It has no meaning. It's just a way I'm gonna express it. So with the Five of Swords, I believe you're the type of guy that like deep down you have expectations, okay, of yourself. So it kind of projects itself on other people too, okay? So overall, you're the type of guy perhaps who for whom success is very important, okay? And you have strong beliefs connected to it. You're someone who's able to adapt to many types of people. You know how to adapt to different kind of situations also. I believe you to be, I'm gonna say I believe you to be, I don't know if you are, okay? So this female believes you to be the type of man that is strong, okay? You have a strong heart. You're noble, you're majestic. You know what your worth is, overall, except if you kind of are disappointed in yourself, okay? Because if you put high standards or you have high expectations of yourself, then definitely sometimes this high expectation can lead you to more self degrading tendencies. It's like, why were you not strong enough? Why did you not work harder on it? Why did you not win? Why did you not be accepted? Why did it not succeed? You know, it's like more, it's either you blame yourself or you're blaming yourself, but you're blaming other people for XYZ reasons too. So overall, you're like the type of guy that likes to be like a king, okay? Like, you like to feel like a king, you like to be like a leader, you like to be like an example, and you learn by example too, kind of thing. So you want to be that example to other people, as it's more like, I assume you to have those tendencies, okay? We don't see you having those on a physical level perhaps, but I believe you to have these kind of tendencies a bit, okay? With the salamander, you're the type of guy that it's like you're passionate, okay? Salamander, if you kind of throw it in the fire, it doesn't burn, okay? It doesn't burn. So you're very passionate men, as per me. It's just that sometimes when you're not following your heart, or you're not in your heart space, you have a tendency to blame blame yourself, or guilt, or, you know, self deteriorate yourself, okay? Like, could be your own biggest enemy, this one. If you fail, that is, or if the project failed, or the success failed, or like the whole hard work failed, it's like the end of the world, which it is, okay? It's normal. But you're the type that will kind of like, it could impact your health at that point, your mental health, your physical health, like you're all in it together kind of thing. But if you're passionate about it, you don't get burned by it, okay? So overall, if you're in your heart space, or you recognize yourself genuinely and authentically, and you're not stuck in your mind, you're the type of man that can succeed to any kind of situation. You will not get burned. But if you allow your mind to take over, that's where the like self-deception comes. Okay, so this one could be that this is the type of man I perceive you to be. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords energy, it's more, you have the Three of Swords with the Two Swords and the Two of Swords. So sometimes the challenge connected to, it's either how I perceive you, or this is about you connected to this Five of Swords. So with this Seven of Swords, I'm sorry guys, just that I'm very sensitive right now. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Two of Swords like down towards the ground. So the fact that you're ignorant doesn't hurt you, okay? But sometimes you get hurt when the truth is in front of you, but you don't seem to kind of pay attention to it. That's your challenge. Connected to this. I'm not going to say superiority complex. It's not a superiority. It's an element that you have high standards. Like, it's like you put yourself intense goals that it's like, if you don't meet those goals, or you don't meet those expectations of yourself, it's something that eats you inside, okay? But it's only if you allow your mind to take over, okay? If you're more loving towards yourself, you're more in that like crown energy that you recognize yourself, you're loving, you're pampering, you're kind of proud and comfortable in it, failure is nothing for you to bother yourself with, but it will not burn you, okay? But if you allow your mind there, it's more like the mind will, you might be the type of man, as per me, that might suffer from chronic pain more than other types of problems, okay? You'll know. And with the Justice card and the initial, what type of men I perceive you to be, look, you're fair and square as a guy, okay? You like justice, you're justice oriented, you follow the law, the rules, and you play by the rules perhaps, or you integrate the rules in your situation. You become one with the rules so that you can learn what the situations are. So you're a quick learner perhaps, you're a quick, like, you're a good citizen of your country, you know what politics and you know everything that's happening around the world. You could be the type of guy that would read the newspaper or stay up to date with everything that's happening around the world, kind of thing, okay? In the present moment with the 6 and the Lovers, it's either I like you a lot and I kind of like I am your girlfriend, or I wish to be your girlfriend, or I wish to be in a relationship with you, or you and I already in a relationship, or it has nothing to do with me liking you or me having crush on you or me fancying you kind of thing. It's more a question of you're the more decisive and like you have a big heart overall, okay? So you don't want people to get hurt. You don't wish harm for other people, okay? Even if you're blaming them and there's failure involved, it's just in the moment, right? It's things that are important to you, and we understand that here, okay? I understand that because I see that you have a lot of mind activity all the time. It could be that you're more mental, but perhaps your nature is not mental, but because your mind has gone out of your control sometimes, you're more logical. That's what I'm trying to say. You kind of give so much importance to your mind that you believe sometimes your mind is right than your heart or your intuition, okay? So you'll know that much. So with the 9 of Cups, look, this person does like you quite a lot. You make me happy, okay? So I like you overall. You make me happy. And I have like sweet emotions towards you. I do fancy you quite a lot, okay? For some of you, I might imagine myself as your wife, or I might kind of like imagine myself as your partner, take the burdens and kind of live in the form of family and kind of like nurture each other, etc. Nurture you, even though I'm aware of these kind of stuff about you. You'll know if this is true though, okay? This is perhaps me assuming things about you, which is not true perhaps, as it could be. You'll know. And with the 9 of Cups, it's more like I feel like you could definitely be the type of guy that knows how to satisfy yourself, okay? You know, you have everything, okay? Like you make sure you have everything. So I'm sure you're the type of guy that is reliable because you have expectations of yourself. So you make sure that you keep those expectations in check, right? So I believe that you could be a very good husband material or partner, or, you know, anyone. It's not romantic technically. It's going to be more like you have your shit together. You would blame yourself or you blame other people if they don't have their shit together. Okay, so I'm sure you're the reliable type of man overall. And you're the type of man that's like a visionary, okay? So once you put your mind into it, you make sure that you grounded properly. Okay? And you're peaceful and calm and friendly. But only if you're not in that triggered element of self-centered degradation, you know, like whenever things don't go your way and it's not working, you're trying and you're trying and you're trying, it's not working, and you start getting irritated with yourself, right? So your irritation like fires up a bit because your mind is not getting what it wants. So it's more like that's where you start blaming yourself, things go bad, and you go in that cycle, vicious cycle of like, you have expectations, they're not being met. Why is it not being met? Why is it not being met? So there's that rat race, perhaps, that happens from time to time. Or most of the time, for now. Okay? So how would I flirt with you again? Okay, if I have loving yourself. So, what type of woman I am? I'm the type that will nurture you. Okay? Like, if I care, like, how you know if this woman likes you? First of all, she might kind of observe you straight ahead, not like nakedly even. Okay? So, gazing in your eyes in a very analytical way could be another way of saying this, but it's not analytical. You think that I'm analyzing you, but I'm just kind of blissfully observing you. Who you are, calmly, kind of thing. Now, with loving yourself, it's more like I'm loving you when I'm gazing at you, kind of thing. You might kind of think I'm analyzing you because you have an analytical mind yourself, perhaps. But I'm just gazing at you. I'm not thinking when I'm looking at you. You think I'm trying to show you who I am, but I am showing you who I am nakedly like that. And I am happy to gaze in your eyes like that, okay? With no boundaries, kind of thing, okay? So I'm not ashamed of myself, and I just observe you in a meditative state, okay? So when I'm saying meditative, it's like I'm not thinking when I'm observing you. I'm not judging you if you think I'm judging you, okay? And with the loving yourself, I care about you. So I want you to love yourself. So how would I flirt with you? I'll care about you. I'll say chill. It's like if you need my help, I'll be there. But I'll keep a distance if I feel like you're not gazing back at me. But I will always gaze at you, kind of thing. If you're comfortable, you can gaze back at me. But I have nothing to hide, kind of thing. That's how I would flirt with you. And loving yourself. So perhaps I will love myself even more connected to you. I'm loving type of woman. Okay, I don't know. This one is more like a mystery. It's like a woman that's mysterious or enigmatic. But she's the type that's self-content and chill at it also. Okay, so this is how she perceives you. What type of guy you are, as per me. Whoever I am. Now, pile 5, whoever chose Tarot de Marseille, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy this time. So, let us see, how does she perceive you to be? Okay, so how do I perceive you? What type of guy I perceive you to be? Or girl. You're more like in a masculine energy. Or if you're not masculine, then how does she perceive you? Okay, it could be female for a female too. Okay, friendship. I don't know. We'll see if it's going to be friendship, but I'm talking about more like romance and attraction. But if you're seeking for more friendship, you could try and see it in that way. Okay, even if I'm going to talk about romance and attraction, and you know, just take it and turn it in the form of a more friendly way approach. If it's more friends, this one. Okay? If you're just friend zoning the girl, or if you're a girl for a girl, you'll see. Okay? So what are characteristics I appreciate about you? So you have doubt. Perhaps I don't appreciate this though. That you doubt everything. You don't trust me overall. And you're very intense, and you have fears. These are more, they're more negative traits, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I have the debt is never negative for me, but having doubt and fear with debt, you're very your health is very important for you, which is very good, but you have a way of overprotecting yourself, because you have a lot of fear, you're afraid of death, and you have your doubts always. Okay, so you need to feel secure overall. So you're the type of man or female that doubts a lot of people. You don't trust people easily. Perhaps I appreciate this, that you don't doubt, you doubt people overall, or you don't doubt. Okay, it could be something empowered here, this one. It's either you doubt or you don't doubt, because I release the need to know all the answers. As if we're going negative on this, is you need the answers. You need that confirmation, that validation that this is how it's gonna be. You're the more ground, like secure. I need to feel secure. If I don't feel secure, then I don't feel, it's like I start fearing. It's like my whole metabolism will kind of like, I'll kind of not feel good. Okay, like obnoxious kind of word is coming to mind. With that card, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, but sometimes it's difficult for you to it's difficult for you to change too. You're a more fixated person. And with fear, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Sometimes I'm not loving though. Okay, so I don't love people, or I don't want to be loving, or I don't understand why I should be loving. Okay, because if I'm doubting people, then I learned that I should not trust people, or it's like I've been hurt, or overall I don't trust people because I think that I know better than other people. With that element, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, but sometimes death is in like it's the end line for me. Okay, so I don't see beyond death. I just see death, you know, kind of thing. I'm afraid of death. It's the end of the world kind of thing. So with fear, I'm realizing that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Sometimes you forget to be loving though. You're a guy or a girl that has fears. Everyone has fears, okay? It's not wrong. It's just that I believe you to be the fearful type and the doubting type of man. You don't trust people and you're always doubting, okay? And with that, it's more like, perhaps you always talk about that, how you don't want to die, and how you're kind of always making sure you have your vitamins or your pills, or you take pills, this one. You go to the gym, you make sure that you're always healthy kind of thing. Like that. I'm gonna try and see if I can empower it later on, but this is what I got for you. With my, so if I were to flirt with you, how I would flirt with you. So you have uninhibited and released, you have balance and unity, and you have joy and jubilation. This one, these two cards are more like opposites, or there's a dualism to it, because this one is more like there's no shame whatsoever. This one, balance and unity, it's more, this one is more ego stuff. Let's say it's more satanism, or it's more like temptation things. And this one is more like the lovers. So you have the devil and the lover kind of vibes a bit. So how I would attract you, or like my love language connected to flirting with you. This one, if I'm gonna flirt with you, I'm trying to kind of attract you to me, let's say, I'll be the type of female or guy that play the devil and the angel. Okay, so I have that dualism to me. Sometimes I act very innocent. Sometimes I can be more seductive and shameless. Okay, so sometimes I'll act proper, innocent, well conducted, distant, but it's not distant, like consistent and, you know, balance and union in sync with you calmly. And sometimes you'll feel like you don't know me. It's like that side of me that you've never seen and discovered. So, and a side of you that you've never seen and discovered also. So it's more taboo and yet calm and not natural. Okay, so it's like sometimes I do shameless things that are not accepted by the norm. Okay, and I might shock you as shit when I'm doing it. Like, you thought that I was a more innocent type of female, but I'm kind of like seducing you, putting my finger in my mouth, or there's like a Nutella and you're observing me, or you're not observing, but I'm gonna take that Nutella and I'll kind of like suckle it by looking in your face. You know, it's like, or I'll tell you to feed me grape and I'll kind of look. It's a very teasing, but it's like the devil and the angel kind of thing. Okay, so I'll play with you like that. Sometimes I'll be an angel. I'll act like an angel. I'll be the proper girl, the girl next door kind of vibe. You know, like I'll look innocent and all that kind of stuff. Okay, like if you give me things, I'll take it properly. I'll take it respectfully. And then sometimes when I'm in the mood, I'll do scandalous things. Okay, so it's that way. That's how I'll flirt with you. I'll show you the devil's side as I'll show you the angel. That way, okay? It's more Gemini vibes. I also channel Scorpio and I channel Virgo, okay? So, Pisces too could be, but I'm not sure, okay? And joy and jubilation, it's more like I'll be happy, okay? Like I'll be humble and I'll have fun with you. Okay, like I'll participate at things you're doing. So if you're kind of seeking to lead people a specific way, I'll follow you. If you kind of start dancing, I'll dance with you. If you're trying to play something, I'm playing with you. It's more like chill. It's like I'm having fun with you and I'm having fun. That's it. Okay, like this is how it is. I'll be in sync with you. But I have like a dark side to me as I have a light side to me. Like I have like this devil side to me as I have this like angelish, respectful, proper female or male. Like I'll be the gentleman one day, or the same day I'll be the gentleman and then I'll be the devil. Like the most dangerous, like a dark angel kind of vibe, okay? So like that, okay? So this is how I'll flirt with you if I want to flirt with you, or if I'm kind of trying to attract you to me. Okay, this is my body language I'll use. So what is the main situation? So what type of a guy I think you to be? Outspoken. Okay, like you're the outspoken type of guy. You like to talk a lot. Okay, you're honest and bold sometimes, and you could definitely be good at speaking. Okay, you have good words. You know how to speak well. My challenge connected to the perception of this connected to you. You have la roue de fortune. So you have the wheel of fortune. Okay, this one is, I don't know if I'm going to trigger you or not. Okay, so I think that with you, my biggest challenge is not to trigger you and you not to change on me. Or my flirty nature should not confuse you. Okay, because my flirting way, it's this way. So if you feel confused by this, you don't feel secure by this, then this is just what you needed to hear. It could not be the type of girl, this one. Unless you're comfortable getting out of your comfort zone, I could be a girl you would want to try. But overall, with the Queen of Wands, it's the reason why. It's the, okay, you could be the feminine type of guy. Okay, not gonna lie. When I'm saying feminine, it's more like you're a worrisome type of man. Okay, like you have your doubts, you always worry. It's like you're the type that guy that could do multitasking. Okay, you're the multitasking type of guy. Okay, but sometimes I'll just open and then we'll read, okay? So you have the Four of Wands. In the middle section, you have the Seven of Swords. But I feel like you're not flexible. You're not flexible. You're very fixated. I liked you at first. A lot. I was gonna bite my lips, okay? I was gonna bite my lips when I was gonna look at you. It's like, I didn't do so, though. I was gonna say such a shame, but then again, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm saying these things. But, you don't budge. You stay there. Even if I'm teasing you, I'm playing, this is my nature, how I flirt with you. But the way I'm flirting irritates you, perhaps. You want me to be just one way, but my nature is not one way, this one. I'm not the one type of, like, for you, perhaps you're thinking that I'm being dual here. Like, I'm being two-faced here a bit. And you don't like two-faced people. Perhaps it's that way you judge me, this one. I'm one way and then I'm another, but this is how I play. I'm playing with you. You don't like it, though. It's like that, this one. I'm understanding that this is not really turning you on, but this is what turns me on, kind of thing. Okay, so you're not perhaps the S&M type of guy. You don't like to be dominated or submissive. You're not excited by these things, perhaps. You're always doubting when I'm acting a specific way. So you might judge me a lot. And you might fear me even. Like, you have fears, you have doubts all the time, as if, like, if I'm flirting with you, you don't know if I'm serious with you or not. This one. I think you are this way. So I'm thinking you're judging me. Like, I know you're bold, you're, like, good with your words, and you're kind of like a straight thinker. Okay, like, you might be a bit close-minded a bit. I know perhaps this is not what you want, this is not what you want to hear, but you are pretty close-minded. You have, like, ways things need to be, and it needs to be clear and confirmed and validated, and it should not change. Change is perhaps not, it's one of your biggest taboos, okay? This one, perhaps if you learn how to change, you will be more fulfilled. You'll have less doubt and less fears, but only if you get out of your comfort zone. This one, you seek for comfort. It's like if you're gonna travel somewhere, you need to bring your whole home with you there. The whole room. So it'll be the type of guy that bring at least 4 suitcases, overweight. If you're going somewhere. Okay? You're not the carry-on type of guy. Okay? So it's like you have big baggages, and these big baggages go everywhere with you. This is how I'm seeing you, okay? This one, it's more like you don't budge, okay? It needs to be your way, and if it's not your way, it's something that triggers you big time. So you get angry at me for acting a specific way. That turns me on, but it doesn't turn you on because it confuses you. What am I doing? You know, it's like that a bit. So let's just continue on. With the Ace of Swords, you're bold, you're straightforward, you're good with your words though. Okay, you're amazing with your words. You have good words, you have good grammar, structures, and let's say your vocabulary is amazing, perhaps. And the reason why is that way with the Queen of Wands. Okay, look, you're the sociable type of guy for sure. Okay, you're sociable, but you have this, I'm not going to say sarcasm, but in your socializing skills, you have this, like, you don't, I don't have the word in my head, okay? So, it's more, you do banter, perhaps. You do banter, but it could not be funny sometimes, okay? It's not funny when you do banter like that. Like, the tone you're using, you're trying to be funny, but you're coming off more defensive than lighthearted, connected to that banter element. Okay, I don't know if I'm kind of like making sense here. But I really wanted to give you a try, baby. Like, I wanted to give you a try, and I was like big on you, and I was passionate about you. Okay, like you were turning me on mentally, perhaps, with your words and the way you had like mastery over the words. Okay, like you're good with your mouth. Okay, like you have a good intellect, perhaps a good intellect, not intelligence, intellect. If you were intelligent, then you would not fear and doubt things. You'll be curious in finding what that other dimension is, okay? Instead of staying in that state of mind of just, oh, it's like this, there's no other way of going at it. You'll know. I don't know if I might try to kind of give you a more positive reading, because I'm going more like negative, because this one, I was so interested in you. I was really interested in you. I was gonna bite my own like lips, okay? Like I was like that, okay? But in the middle section with the Six of Swords energy, it's more this sense of humor of yours, like, make me let you go. It's either I tried being like the devil and the angel kind of play like an angel sometimes and then seduce, but you said something to me that turned me off. This one, it was more like a turn off. So I don't know how to kind of go at this, okay? And in the near future with the Seven of Wands, it's more like it was hard for this girl to flirt with you. It was hard for this one to flirt with you. Because my language is I play the devil and the angel. and I kind of like chill with you and I kind of follow you around. But perhaps you took it the other way around, in the form of like, what was I doing chilling with you? What was I doing like being two-faced with you, kind of thing? Because you perhaps put me to my place, or you acted nice with me, but then again I heard you talk shit about me with somebody else, or I heard one of your guys talking about me, but then again you retorted or you responded a specific way. It's that kind of scenario, okay? It's either I heard this about you by my other friends, or your friend said something about you, or your like nemesis said something about you to me, not liking me perhaps, or like saying that I'm a two-faced type of female, or I'm like too easy, or I'm not, it's like it's not straightforward. You know, I'm like not a, I don't know, there's an element that perhaps you judge me to be a specific way. But then in the near future, it's more like with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's more like, look, be it you like me, you wanted to give me a try, or I liked you, I still wanted to give you a try, but I just need one more, okay? Like, I want something. You have the 10 of Cups with basic. Like, I still like you though, this one. Okay? Like, even though you're fixated like this, like, I see you fearing, and, you know, you're too intense in that element that you don't trust people. I still want to give you a try though. Or you still wanted to give me a try, but I was sad, perhaps. Instead of saying turning me off, okay, we're gonna say that I was a bit disappointed that you were not understanding that I was flirting with you. You were thinking I was being two-faced with you, this one. I was being two-faced with you, but it's not the way. It's more like I'm acting more like an innocent person. Sometimes I act like an innocent person. Sometimes I act like the person that's very like aware of everything. In the way that I'm more seductive, I'm more mature, I have my shit together, okay, and I can do crazy things, you know, or I know what I'm doing and I'm doing it consciously. Sometimes I'm more like dumb, the damsel in distress, you have to save me kind of thing, okay? So it's that way. That's how I play, okay? And overall, I like to have fun with you. But you didn't seem to perhaps understand me. That's what I don't know. So this is how she perceived you to be. The type of guy that's good with their word, okay? You're like you know how to talk, and when you talk, it's like you're like the king of the words kind of thing, okay? So it's more like people like to listen to you. Could be the writer or something of the sort. You could be a journalist. Anything to do with writing or talking or speaking in front of people, okay? You're good with that. Your vocals are good, okay? It could be singer too, whichever way it is, okay? And like, why you're like that, you're a social butterfly type of guy. Perhaps you're more feminine in the way that you're fun to be with, okay? You're fun to be with, but sometimes your sarcasm or your sadistic comments could be like something that could turn me off a bit, okay? Like, make me feel like if you're thinking this way about other people, you're gonna think about me that way, okay? The Four of Wands, it's more like perhaps you're the passionate type of guy. I know you're the passionate type of guy, and you're like spontaneous sometimes. You are spontaneous sometimes. Because of the Death card, you're more intense in that spontaneous, like unpredictable elements. And in the middle section with the Seven of Swords, look, like you're the type perhaps that lets go of other people, and you can, or perhaps this one, it's more like you talk over people. You talk over people sometimes. You don't allow people to talk that much because you know what you're talking about. So you want us to always listen to you. That's how I perceive it to be. And in the near future with the Seven of Wands, it's more like, give me something else with this, because I feel like I'm not giving you a good reading, but then again, okay. Like, you want to give me a try, or the one night stand kind of, like the intense, like one night stand kind of guy, okay? So perhaps you're not the type that goes serious in relationships. And I'm kind of figuring out that perhaps you're not really the type that will go for, like, you're not seeking for relationships right now, okay? Or you fear being in a relationship. You don't see yourself in a relationship. You don't want to lose your singlehood, your bachelorhood. You're intense. You still want to be, I was going to say a gigolo, but it's not the word. Still sleep around with people if you want to sleep with them. Perhaps I'm really not your type, this one, okay? But I like you, but I'm not your type. Or I like you and I think, or I believe that you're not ready for relationships, or you're not seeking for relationships, and you just want to sleep with me the night away, okay? Dance the night away, blah, blah. It's a Dance the Night Away, perhaps, by J-Lo, but it's more like dance, yes, love, next kind of thing. You know, like dancing together could be in the form of having sex together. Love is next. Okay? So I need to be the type of girl that will be like dance again kind of songs. Like, you know, J-Lo saying I should just kind of live in the moment and, you know, love will be next. And it's like, just need to feel this moment together kind of thing. Perhaps you're that type of guy. You're more comfortable in it, even though you need validation. For now, I believe that you're not the type of guy that's seeking for love, okay? And my biggest challenge is that I know you will turn around, okay? It's either you're not comfortable with me switching from the devil to the angel kind of vibe and wanting to spend time with you, or it could be that you're the type of guy that has difficulty adapting to my situation, like my personality, perhaps. It's like you're very founded in your own karma. Okay, you project yourself sometimes too much. You think that I do things the way you see me doing it, which is not necessarily true because I'm a different person than you, right? So I have a different likes and dislikes than you. And not everyone has to accommodate your likes and dislikes, as you should not project it and have expectations from other people too connected to that. But you'll do what you want to do. You be yourself, definitely. Just that this one believed that she was not your type. And you judge her to be a specific way. And you were not really interested in getting to know her. You were more interested in talking about yourself. And like being defensive when or more like it was difficult for you to adapt to me, this one. You're not able to kind of have that proper conversation with me. It was only just about you, this one. That's why I'm saying you're more feminine in some way. As a guy. When I'm saying feminine, it's not like you're a woman. No. It's more like you have that tendency of wanting it to be about you overall. It's not about getting to want to know me too. Like, I'm flirting with you, I'm acting like the devil and the angel, but you're kind of like being skeptical about my behavior. But this is my love language. I'm the S&M type of girl a bit. I'm not saying intense type. I like to spice things up a bit. Perhaps you don't need that. For you, you feel more comfortable if it's something that's like in the form of a routine, perhaps. It needs to be in the form of a routine so that you feel comfortable in it. Okay? So, I'm believing that you're not the flexible type of guy. Okay, so if you're setting a date and I were to kind of cancel it, or I might kind of say I can't come in this time, you'll kind of like, after the first date, you might never really talk to me again, because I did not show up to that date, and it's like you're fearing again that I will do this again, and you don't like it. You're more like the punctual type of guy overall. You're not flexible. Or if I were to kind of like, if we were to date, let's say, my perception of the type of guy you would be the type that we will always just go to that restaurant that you like. You will not even be interested in knowing where I like to eat. This one. It's all about you. It's all about your comfort zone. It's all about like bringing me places where you feel safe. It's never about going places with me just to try it out. You don't want to try new things because you're a picky eater, perhaps. You don't trust that restaurant owner, or you don't trust that place. It looks sketchy, you're not comfortable with outdoor things. It's like you always travel with your car. You don't like to take the metro sometimes, or the bus, or it's like take the airplane or go on a cruise, perhaps. You don't like those kind of stuff. Okay, as per me, you're more close-minded and you have your own routines and you feel comfortable in it. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with those things. Everyone is different, okay? So, and I'm different too, whoever I am. So, it's just like that. It's more like how she's perceived. It's like you and I are not really good compatible. Like, we don't have good compatibility, perhaps. This one. It's like I don't know if you're comfortable working through the differences, this one. Okay? If you want this girl, then you can definitely have her. She likes you, but she thinks that she's not your type, this one. And you're not their type also. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like energy-wise, this one, she's definitely not your type. Okay? But if you want to try something different this time around, then you can try giving her a chance. But remember that you should not get triggered or get angry at it if things are not, you don't feel comfortable in the relationship. Okay, so this one, there's a lot of you getting out of your comfort zone if you want to give them a try, okay? She needs to, it's not get out of her comfort zone, but restrict herself if she's gonna be with you, this one. It's more like punishment for me to be with you if ever you're this close-minded. I like you though. It's not, it's just a challenge element, this one. And it's also part of the person you are. It's not compatible because you're fixated and she's very adaptable. But like, if you're comfortable with me changing and being adaptable all the time and it doesn't bother you, it's good. You could be a good couple. But if it bothers you that, because you might be the possessive type of guy, okay? If you're going to be in a relationship, you want to possess me. So I'm going to be restricted if I'm going to be with you. I'm going to feel caged a bit because I will not be able to be comfortable here. I will suffocate a bit. Diva is saying this. Perhaps you're really not going to give the girl a chance, okay? And it's never going to happen, perhaps. But if it's going to happen, then I'm telling you a challenge in the relationship for a long term, let's say, she's going to feel suffocated in the relationship. If you're the more like patriarchal type and you're not comfortable doing the S&M thing that she likes, S&M thing, teasing, if I'm kind of being innocent, you're kind of like being innocent with me. If I'm being dirty, I want you to be dirty with me, kind of thing. So if you're not comfortable with those things and this changeability of mine makes you doubt me instead of trust me and trust yourself connected to me, then it's really gonna be a big problem. Divorce could happen in the near future. Be it I will, like, your irritation or your annoyance of my changeable nature is gonna kind of, I will feel fed up with you. Because whatever I do, you're not satisfied with me. Whatever I do, I need to always feel like I'm not free to do what I want to do. But freedom is my it's like something I live on, kind of thing. Freedom of expression or freedom. It's like if you're not listening to me, I feel like I'm not being heard here. And I like to speak my own mind, kind of thing. So it's like that. Okay, this one, pile 5. I hope it resonated. Look, I'm sorry if I need to apologize, but there's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, this one, it's like, nothing is wrong. It's just that sometimes it's not the good, it's not the good partner. It's easy as that. Okay, so that's it. This is how she perceived you to be. So that's it, and have a good day. I'll see you on my next video. Bye, guys.